Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a book review on the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I normally go into a synopsis when I do these book reviews, but do I really need to go into a book synopsis? You guys know what Harry Potter is, right? If you don't know, Harry Potter is about a boy who gets a letter to go to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. He goes, he gets away from his evil aunt and uncle and cousin, and yeah, he lives a great life at Hogwarts and has fun and learns magic and meets all sorts of friends and yeah, learning deep dark secrets about this guy named Voldemort and what's going on and what are the professors hiding from the students and this and that. That's a really terrible plot summary of the book, you guys, but if you've read it, you know. But I'm not here to do a plot summary of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm here to just simply review this lovely illustrated edition, you guys. Before I do get going, I don't think I'm going to have any sort of spoilers in this video, so if you've never read Harry Potter, I guess you could continue watching this if you wish. I seriously don't think I'm going to go into any sort of spoilers. I'm just strictly reviewing this illustrated edition. So yeah, I've already read, you know, the paperback version of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I was very, very intrigued to get into this illustrated edition and you know, read the book in a different sort of format. And it was really fun. I really liked reading the story. You know, I was already familiar with the story, and yeah, just add in these really gorgeous photos done by Jim Kay. Just so really well done. Just kind of adds to the feeling of this book, the magical feeling you get while reading it. And yeah, just seeing Jim Kay's interpretation of what characters look like, what a certain object may look like, what a place may look like, you know, just really interesting seeing his interpretation. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of the difficult thing with doing these illustrated editions. All of the movies have been released, you know, they've all been released. So I imagine Jim Kay perhaps had a bit of a difficult time, you know, separating the movies from, you know, the written page, what J.K. Rowling downright has written, because it could have turned into a problem that he could have been influenced by the movies. But I don't think there was any sort of instance where he was influenced at all. I think he definitely had his own unique interpretation of what things looked like, whether that be an object, a creature, a character. For the most part, I think the layout of the book is very well done. There is a lot of vibrant colors. The pages are usually filled up. And there's all sorts of images in this illustrated edition, because you may have an illustration like maybe up in the corner or somewhere, like something really small and tiny. You may have something taking up a full 2 pages. You may have something taking up just 1 page. You may have something taking up like the bottom half of 2 pages or something, you know, just varying degrees of certain types of illustrations going on, you know, never the same sort of thing going on. So I guess I'll just show you a couple illustrations really quickly, some of my particular favorites. You have an illustration like this at the start of the book, and this is Hagrid riding in with baby Harry Potter, and I love how this illustration is done. This whole spread, it takes up a full 2 pages, because you can see Hagrid up there on the motorcycle. You see the steam or the gas coming out from behind, and yeah, down here you can see the city below. And then you have something else like this. You have Hagrid over here, but then I also love how the chapter headings are done. The chapter headings are never ever boring. There's always something really cute and clever about them. And here is the Keeper of the Keys talking about Hagrid, and so much detail in these keys. I spent a very long time looking at these keys, and then I noticed there's a troll. Then it's never described that Hagrid has a little troll, a troll key. So I found that really interesting, why a troll is there. And then, like I said, you can have pages where there's maybe a small image, and like right here, for instance, there's a full 2 pages, but then zoom in down here in the corner of this one page, yeah, some chess pieces. I think some of my personal favorite illustrations in this whole book is this one of McGonagall, and then I'll show you another one of Dumbledore in a minute. I loved these two in particular because I don't know if it's just me, but these pictures of McGonagall and Dumbledore, they reminded me quite heavily of like the classic portraits you see during the reign of King Henry VIII, the portraits done by the artist Hans Holbein. And I was wondering if Jim Kay got some sort of influence from Hans Holbein when he was doing these two particular portraits. And then just a final illustration I want to show. I really like this really creepy one of Draco Malfoy. It does almost look like Tom Felton, but what can you do? Draco, this is how he looks, and he looks just like Tom Felton. So my one negative with this illustrated edition, my one negative, you guys, this is called an illustrated edition, correct? There should be absolutely no blank space whatsoever. And I'll show you what I mean. Here's a chapter ending, right here. The chapter ends right up here at the top of the page, and what's that, you guys? Blank space. Why is there no illustration there? That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen, and it's really unsightly in my opinion. It really just kind of makes this page kind of ugly in my opinion, if that makes sense. There should be an illustration there. And I don't know about you guys, but I found that really distracting in a way. I found myself looking at that blank space, just staring at it like there's nothing there, you know, because there's so much color in this illustrated edition. There's so much color, there's so many pictures, and then for there to be just random blank spots, you know, it's really distracting, kind of puts the value down of this whole edition. So yeah, I wish they would have kind of mapped out where the illustrations would go better, you know, or maybe come up with some additional illustrations, because you are paying for these illustrated editions. These things cost a lot of money, okay? And there should be no blank space. But yeah, you guys, overall, I really loved this illustrated edition. Just a nice way to reread the story, but have it with some pictures on the side, you know, and see someone else's interpretation of what these characters look like. And yeah, are the books just going to get fatter and fatter and fatter? And my concern is that there will be less illustrations as the series goes on, because yeah, the books are getting so much fatter. I cannot imagine, like, because isn't Order of the Phoenix the biggest book in the series? I mean, can you imagine Order of the Phoenix in this sort of format? I mean, how fat is it going to be, you guys? But yeah, you guys, in the comments below, have you guys read this lovely illustrated edition at all? Do you plan on collecting it? Just let me know your thoughts down below. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.